Good night to both teams. Boys, enjoy the game.
Welcome a week of top schools basketball action coming to an end this afternoon. It's the boys' final between the hosts Greece and Israel. You're watching live pictures from Heraklion in Crete. Greece coming off a thrilling semi-final win against their old rivals Turkey. That went to the wire last night. Israel far too strong for Belgium in their semi-final. The Heraklion Arena, as you can see, filling up nicely to find out who will succeed Turkey as the world school champions. These are our referees today: Belgium, Turkey and Finland. Talking to Finland, well done to Finland. Their girls have just won the competition this afternoon. They beat Turkey. That the girls competition. The boys competition is going to finish off a fine week of basketball we've had in the largest of the Greek islands, Crete. Hope you've enjoyed the action, and Heraklion, 9 courts around the city have hosted action. 26 girls teams, 24 boys teams. We're down to the last 2, and this is how Greece got to the final. As you can see, that semi-final against Turkey, it was very close. There's only a point in it in the last minute, and Greece just getting over the line. They also beat the other Greek team, as they're the hosts to have the right for 2 teams in this competition. Austria beaten before then. So it's been a tough path to the final. Israel has been a little bit more serene for them. You can see their results. Belgium, they were very, very strong yesterday against Belgium. They never really looked like losing that one. North Macedonia put to the sword, and also Chinese Taipei beaten. Brazil, that was a fairly tricky one. They're actually losing in the 3rd quarter for showing their tactical nous to get over the line. So Greece still going to start with Karampelas, Petridis, Stavroukakis, Gonidis and Kadras, who was superb yesterday. He was at the top scorer. You can see him just to the right of your picture there. And there's the coach Yanis Valindras, who's a fiery character on the bench. Bit of pushing and shoving yesterday when he didn't think that the Turks were sportsmanlike enough after the match. Israel starting with Atias Sahar, Amsalam Sidon and Aharoni, and certainly look out for Dori Sahar. He was superb yesterday, probably the man of the match in that game against Belgium. 1.95 guard, plays at the under-18 setup with Maccabi in Tel Aviv. Israel represented by Segal Nahum, their coach from the Tishan Hadash school in Tel Aviv. It's a public school of about 1,500 students. Reportedly one of the best academically in Tel Aviv, and very strong on the sports side as well. Well done for Israel to getting to the final. The Greek boys are from the Lampidi school in Athens, which is considerably smaller, about 250 students, and a private school in that Athens suburb. So there you have it, Greece against Israel. The stage is set for a final. It was an explosive semi-final yesterday. It always is really in matches between Greece and Turkey. It was full-blooded and emotional, let's put it that way, at the end, but Greece just getting through. And they certainly could thank the man I was talking about, Konstantinos Kadras, who scored 24 points yesterday, 11 rebounds. He's got 24 points earlier in the week, equaling his total against Austria. Karampelas was very strong as well, 5 assists, 4 steals, and Petridis had a key role yesterday, beating the Turks. 8 points, he was 3 from 2-point range, 3 steals in there as well. Those were some of the key men in that semi-final. That's the Israelis. Well, I was talking about Dori Sahar. Look out for Amit Sidon as well, and his twin brother Tal, and Lotan Amsalam, another key player for them. He's had a good week. Son of the former Israeli international Shimon. Israel winning their group against Brazil, Chinese Taipei and Cyprus. And this Greek team, Greece 2, had a bit of a struggle, against France. They only beat them 52-51. That was a very close one. Czech Republic and Estonia also beaten. So that's how they've reached this stage. It's going to be lots of nerves, I think. This is a big match for both of these teams. We are underway. Greece against Israel, with the Greeks in the blue. First touch for Amit Ahorni. Israel, very good compact team, well organised. You know exactly what their job in the team is. They showed that yesterday as the first attack for the Greeks. Karampelas is going to be seeing a lot of the ball. Stavroukas, and the 13 is Gonidis. Gonidis' first shot for the Greeks off the rim. A chance for a fast break for the Israelis. It's very nicely done. It didn't quite work out for Dodi Saha. And the first points to the man I was talking about, Zois Karampelas. Studies physical education at a school in Athens, the Lampidis School. The first points of the final. Oh, stuck in the rim. Opening exchanges then. It's a 5,000-seater arena. Plenty of fans here, and students. Some family members down from Greece and Israel. I'm speaking with the Israeli team this morning, and quite a few of them have flown over to watch their boys. It's a big day for Israeli basketball. Lots of Dodi Saha, Amit Sidon, Lotan Amsalam already part of the youth setup for their country, as are several of the Greeks. Talking about Kadras. Played at the under-16 FIBA competition, Division B, which Greece won in 2017. It's going to float harmlessly out, picked up by Dodi Saha, one of the key men this afternoon. So Aharoni picks it up. Still can't get on the board, the Israelis. Karampelas going a long way. Some mishandling there. Can Israel finally get on the board here? Yes, they can. It's taken them a couple of minutes. There's a small band of Israeli fans off screen, making a lot of noise though. First three-pointer maybe, no. Off the rim, but rebound for the Greeks. Kadras. Kadras using his real strength. Can't quite get it right position. He thought there was a foul in there. Comes Aharoni. Looking nice, his good combination. It'll take a while for the players to find their range. And Payless gets another attack going for the Greeks. Defensive rebound won by the Israelis. Both teams struggling with their range a little bit for the moment. Karampelas launching another attack. Oh, no problems with that one. First three-pointer of the game. With that one, I'm saying it, Israel getting through their group fairly easily. They beat Chinese Taipei in the last 16. before overcoming North Macedonia 65-43. And then a 63-57 win against Belgium. Good defense there from Amsterdam. So the first free throws of the match. And the first one is in. Vasilios Stavrakoukas. And he makes 2 from 2. Good start for him. And a 3-point lead for Greece. Good turn and vision there from Jonathan. An early 1-point lead for the hosts. Short picked up by Salam again, going all the way down the court, but losing out. That's possession won by Kadras. For some options. And again, the Israelis somehow keeping the man out, defending well. Still only 13 points on the board halfway through the first quarter. 10-minute quarters here. We've only had 8-minute quarters so far in this competition. 50 teams from around the world. Chile, New Zealand, China. A nice rebound from Jonathan. 3 sharp high points. They have possession. Getting the 2-pointer missed. Stavrakoukas. The other 10, Haroni. Scrap for possession, won by the boys in blue as they launch another attack. Karampelas. It's 3.4 on the shot clock. A breather for Karampelas. Greece will have to work quickly here. So 3.4 on the shot clock. I think now or never. Oh, made! Brilliantly worked. Barely a tenth of the second left, and they made it 2 for Israel. Responding in the best possible fashion. Ten apiece. First time out of the game. Just mentioning how some of the best young Greek players here represented by the Lampidi school. Discussed Kadras already. Actually started as a volleyball player and then switched to basketball 3 or 4 years ago. And, what a successful transition that's been into the 2017 under-16 FIBA Euros, Division B, where Greece won that, beating the Netherlands in the final. And he was on the same team as Vasilios Stavrakoukas. He was 17 years old. Went to the same competition. It was a really good launching pad for a lot of these Greek players. And they're going to be 2 of the key boys today, Stavrakoukas and Kadras. We discussed Ilias Petridis and Zois Karampelas as well. It's the core of this team, the core that's taken them all the way to the final. So far it's level with 3:20 left in this first quarter. So Dori Saha with a chance to give Israel the lead. Greece scrap for the rebound and build through Skodos. Going Israel's way. Greek fans urging their team on. I'm sure the volume will go up a level or 2 as we get through to the 3rd and 4th quarters. So Israel unfazed for the moment. Nan Segal screaming at his players, giving some instructions. A few meters away from 3 points, but hitting the rim. About pushing and shoving there. Israel back ahead. So Stavrakoukas back on the court, launching another attack. Offensive rebound one by Petridis. Long way out that was. Kadras. Possession lost badly from Stavrakoukas. Coach furious with him for that off screen. Hugely expressive character, Yanis Valindras. Absalam steps up. First 3 throws for him. There's the man I'm talking about, Valindras. A few catcalls and whistles around the arena. I think that's going to bother Absalam too much. No, it doesn't. Probably got a few tips from his father, Shimon, about what it means to play in a hostile atmosphere. Oh, nice combination. 3-point didn't quite come off, that was a shame. Would have been nice, but Israel win it back. And get the 2. Nice little period for them. 6 on the bounce. The fans know it's an important period. We need some points on the board here from 3 points. Not quite. Again, the rebound. Won by Israel, and good defense from Petridis. Stretching out an arm. Atias up to 6 points for him. Zaman Kadras, the rebound and the points. Such an influential figure he was yesterday, driving his team on. So 24 points in the semi, 11 rebounds as well. He's a key player for them. Powerful guy, good strong upper body strength. He's pulled it back to 18-12, but Israel will be happy with this as we draw to a close in the first quarter. Using up some precious seconds, but not getting the points. There was a foul in there. I think it was Ginos, the culprit. Amit Aharoni. It's turning into a very good first quarter for Israel. He needed 7 points. Make that 8. 17 seconds left. Police really need a score from this attack. What will be the Israeli lead after 1 quarter? Palas is the player who tried from distance, and he'll get the chance from the free throw line. Last action of the first quarter. And the first one is missed. Here's Pelas again. Here's one more. Would that be 7 points? Would it be 6? In the first quarter. It's like being 6. For a quick attack. It was clever from the Israelis. Last attack. Oh, and it's gone in. That's brilliant work. Well, the Greeks fell asleep a little bit there defensively. I think they probably thought the quarter was over. But excellent work. This long, long throw. And good awareness. And a good basket it was from Sahar, Nadav Sahar. Story's brother. And a really, really good first quarter for Israel. They lead 22-14. Let's have a look at some of the key stats. Free throws their level, but from 2 points, Greece have been poor. 2 from 7. That's the main difference so far, as well as those 2 extra steals, useful after 10 minutes of play. Cheerleaders on, entertaining the fans, but there's some work to do, certainly, for Greece coach Yanis Valandras. 8 points behind after the first quarter. Those 2 late points, very useful indeed. Israel represented from the Tishan Hadash school in Tel Aviv. They won a 16-team competition to get here. We look at some of the highlights from that first quarter. And almost all of the team here playing with a youth setup, either at Maccabi or Hapoel Tel Aviv, 2 big clubs in that Israeli city. And they train 9 times a week together. That's an advantage because the Greeks actually representing 3 different teams here. They don't always play together. They're in the same school, but they're playing 3 different teams. So the team from Israel will know each other better. You see that nice 3-pointer sunk in the first quarter. So work to do for Greece, no doubt about that. 8 behind, need to improve the shooting. They don't there. Again, it was Karen Pelas. No mistake from Israel. Nadav Sahar again, who just made that nice 2-pointer before the break. That's another one. It's an impressive display so far from Israel. 11 points the lead. It's lost again. Kadras not finding his man. It's all Israel at the moment. Haroni launching another attack. Haroni with the points as well. 27-14. Emotionally, Greece gave so much yesterday in that match against Turkey. What is there left in the tank? Well, that's left in the tank. Much needed points. Putting it back to 11. Big celebrations yesterday after that win. Boys did look quite tired coming back to their hotel yesterday. Saw them trudging back, had a bit of time to get something to eat and a bit of time by the pool in the hotel. Finished quite late, didn't get back till after 11 o'clock. So Israel, who played the second of the 4 semi-finals yesterday, and the boys and girls had 2 or 3 more hours just to rest and prepare for this match. And at the end of a tiring week, that can be important. It's showing on the scoreboard with 11 points, the difference. Been spread out quite nicely with Lotan Amsalam with 8 points. And, a couple of players on 6 and 1 on 5. These are the Greece stats. And it's that 2-point shot stat that has to be improved. 33%. They need to get that somewhere around the 60% level. There's 8:40 left in the second period. Saying they're spreading the points around, apart from Amsalam's 8. Atias has 6, as does Ahaloni. And the impressive Nadab Sahar has 5. So Lothar Amsalam, the best player so far, I think. 2 from 2 free throws and 5 rebounds for Lothar Amsalam. If he continues like that, Greece are going to have big problems. Israeli coach Nahim Segal will be delighted with what he's seen so far. And again, Israel winning the rebound. Busy figure of Kanan Pelas launches an attack. There's that man again, Kadras. Only 4 points so far. I say only because he's been up above 20 in several matches so far. Second chance for Aharoni. And travelling from Sahar that time. He didn't think so. .30 left in the first half. Still a healthy lead for Israel in this final of the World Schools Basketball Championship. And the lead has been cut. Kanan Pelas, one of the leaders of this team. 11 points already today. Easily their top scorer. Oh, it's a shame for Greece. There's plenty of time there on that break. Possession was lost by Israel. Greece couldn't make the most of it, rather. Scramble for the ball, and the man who has it is Kanan Pelas. Another chance. It's foul against Rotem, I think. Stavrakukas storming towards the line. There's going to be a timeout. The lead cut to 7. So a 6-point run for Greece. That's why Nahim Segal is calling his players. .45 left on the clock then in the second half, and a mini comeback, one can say, for the Greeks, who were really struggling a minute or so ago. See if they can keep the momentum going. Stavrakoukas. The pressure on him. Creeps in. He has one more. And that's 8 points in a row for Greece. Pulled it back to 27-22. Digging in when they really need it. Defending better now. The shooting has improved. And 3, no, off the rim. The Greeks have it again. And again it's Karampelas. Suddenly with much more confidence now, the hosts. Not quite there. Petridis slapping his thigh in frustration, going back to his position. Greece have to defend, and they do. Israel look to move it forward quickly. Oh, the reverse. Beautifully done. Amitai Rotem. Super bit of skill. Again, it was Karampelas driving forward to the basket, again drawing the foul. Karampelas again. It's 3 of 5 from the free throw line is Zois Karampelas. Score looking more respectable now for Greece. Adil Lashovic, I've seen too much of him so far today, number 7. Namsalam again, up to 10 points for him. Amsalam winning at the other end of the court there. What can Greece do from this, I wonder? Oh, it's moved around nicely. The 2-point was missed. Couldn't quite believe that, Petridis. It's really close as well. It's always fine margins, this kind of game. But, should have put that in, really, Petridis. Karampelas got the knock. As you can see here, number 4 got an elbow or two in the face. It's going to be a long, long road back for Greece. They were 27-14 down. It's looking a little better now, but still struggling with the shooting. Only at 33% from 2-point range. Israel at 57, that's a big difference so far. pushing and shoving there. Kalampelas. Not happy about the Israeli challenge. Didn't have the chance with the layup, but he'll have a chance from the free throw line. Well, as always, Kalampelas. Yesterday's hero, Konstantinos Kadras, comes back on, number 15. Another change for Greece, sees Kalampelas go off for a much-deserved breather. Skordos launching attack for Israel. For the moment, are in control. Oh, nice combination and nice shooting. Adija Lachovic. The lead is double figures again. Greece are in trouble here. Kadras going one way, going the other, getting the points. Need him to go up a notch. Kadras, top scorer in this competition. They need a lot of points from him this evening. He has 6. So let's get closer to the 20 mark. He's pick it up again. A little over 3 minutes left in the half. It's been edgy, it's been nervous, competitive. There's a chance for Papadimitriou to reduce the lead. First timeout. Watching pictures from the final of the World School Championships from Heraklion in Crete. It's the largest of the Greek islands. It's about a 40-minute flight south of Athens. Although the Greek team here didn't actually fly down, they got the boat because they only qualified about 1 week ago. Couldn't find any reasonably priced tickets, so had to get an overnight boat from Piraeus. And since then, they've won all their matches so far. This is a Greece 2 team. So far here, they're losing. Turkey have won the last 3 of these competitions on the boys' side. They're not going to win this one. The last 3 and 4 of the last 5. Greece last won this event back in Pau in the southwest of France in 2007, where they beat the hosts France. Under 3 minutes left in the quarter, and the lead is 8 points. Again, Papadimitriou not doing the job. Only 8 from 13 from free throw line, the Greeks. At least they have possession back. Skordos. From three, not quite. Kadras does well again. And again, the three not quite coming off. Not finding their range from the 3-point distance there. Only 2 from 14 now. Time's on Israel's side, no doubt about that. Miss a bit of space for Greece. Skordos. Kadras attracting 2-3 defenders, opening up a bit of space. First visit to the free throw line for Angelos Skordos. And he makes neither. That's a real disappointment for Greece. Every picture tells a story. Remember this day. Greece earlier today won the bronze medal, incidentally, on the girls' side, beating Chinese Taipei. What colour medal would the boys have, I wonder? Finally has one, Skordos. Let's take another look at that one. There's not much space at all, was there, for Talsidon? He thought there was. It didn't come off. Back to a 7-point game. It was quite ambitious, wasn't it, from Papa Dimitriou? And easy for Israel. Opening points for Gadot. And again, Israel flexing the muscle. And another good lead at 38-27. Palace is back on, as you can see. Shrugged off that injury, but tries to do a little bit too much there. And he ended up, kicking the ball. Came off the foot. Plenty of fists pumping the air for Israel. They like that decision. It's an important one, with very little time left in this second quarter. And Israel are going to have a big, big lead at half-time. These are 10-minute quarters, unlike the rest of this competition, so there's a full 20 minutes left to come, but this is a big job for Greece. Shooting is poor at the moment, only 6 from 18 from 2-point range. Well, that's it for the first half then. 38-27 is how it stands, and Israel will be delighted with that. Nahim Segal giving pass on the back to some of his players. They've done an excellent job this first 20 minutes, especially Lotan Amsalam with 10 points, 2 from 2 from the free throw line, and 9 rebounds for him. And also a good first half for Jonathan Atias with 6 points, as well as 4 rebounds. These are the key stats, and as you can see from 2 points, Israel well ahead, and that's a big reason for the difference. Greece have work to do in front of their home fans. They will have a medal. Which colour will it be? At the moment, it's certainly looking like Israel as favourites. Leave you with some highlights from that first half. Come back, join us for the second half. Israel against Greece in the final of the World Schools Championships. Welcome back to Heraklion. It's the final of the World School Championships from Greece. Israel against Greece, and certainly Israel are dominating so far. They have a lead 38-27. They extended a first quarter lead of 8 points to 11, and their shooting has been far superior to Greece. A couple of star players so far, Lotan Amsalam with 10 points, 9 rebounds, a couple of steals in there, as you see the Greek bench. Ahmed Aharoni's had a good half as well, you know, with 6 points, 3 rebounds, a couple of assists. And the Greeks struggling a bit, certainly with their shooting from a 2-point range. They're only 6 from 18, 33%. Israel are close to 60%. That's a big difference so far. And Konstantinos Kadras, who was a key man yesterday, hasn't quite found his range. He's only got 6 points so far. So let's see if the Greeks can improve in the second half. We shouldn't be too surprised that Israel are doing well here. They've been a very solid unit. They've won all their matches so far in this competition. And yesterday they were very impressive against a highly rated Belgium team with Dori Saha on scoring 18 points, I should say. And Lotan Amsalam, the player I was talking about, weighing in with 10 points as well. So Israel certainly for the moment are favourites. 11 points the lead with 20 minutes to play. Let's see what Greece have left in the lockup. Greek team in the final huddle before the second half. Their best player so far has probably been Zois Kalampelas. 13 points, 8 rebounds for the number 4, the Greek guard. Israel get ready for a very important half in their careers. They're going to go home with a medal. Will it be gold or will it be the Greeks, led by this man, Yanis Valindras? The fans are certainly behind them. 5,000-seater arena in Heraklion, the capital of Crete. We are ready to go for the second half. Israel in the white, and they lead by 11 points. Two more to that total. A bit of pushing and shoving there. Looked like Jonathan Atias was being held back. Didn't make any difference. Greece are in trouble. With this kind of gap against a very workmanlike Israeli team. A couple of stars in there. Israeli youth internationals. Dori Saha, one of them, falling to the ground but recovering well. Jonathan Atias, the man on the receiving end. 6 points so far. It's the first trip to the free throw line. Showing any nerves at all on this big occasion. Jonathan Atias. The lead is all the way up to 15. Much needed points there. Kalampelas, driving force in this Greek team. Possession one back, much needed, wasn't it? Didn't quite come off for Petridis. Still hasn't scored any points today, Preliminaries. That's a surprise. And that was nicely worked, wasn't it? Hamid Sidon tracking back his opposite number, Karan Pelas. There's a bit of pushing and shoving there, a bit of slapping. And brilliant from Karan Pelas. I was saying just before that action there was a bit of pushing and shoving with Sidon. Close to boiling over, but it didn't, thankfully. Makes it again. Accurate, Aharoni. Biggest lead of the match, 46-32. It's not going to get any better with shooting like that from Karan Pelas. Israel totally dominant here. There's 5 left on the shot clock. There's going to be 2 free throws for Israel after that incident. One by Notan Amsalam. Chance to open up a big lead here. Amsalam already 12 points to his name. And another one, and Israel running away with this now. 48-32. Totally dominant. Greece look like a beaten force at the moment. There is a long way to go, but hard to see how Greece will get back into this the way that Israel are playing. Well, it's a good start. Finally, Preliminaries off the mark. Greece are 40% from 2-point range. Their opponent 60, but this is better. Karan Pelas. Foul against Sidon, he doesn't know why. Just for that block. Foul given and a chance for Preliminaries to get a couple more. Only 1 from 5 from 2 points. He hasn't had the best match of his life. Talented Ilias Preliminaries. Yeah, we can see the arms flung in the air. It's just not his day. Preliminaries just missed 2 free throws. Good to make amends. Greece look to work their way back into the match. A lot of work to do, but that'll help. Stavrakoukas with a nice 3-pointer. Rebounds one for Israel. That time from Sidon. And again, another rebounder one. Israel just queuing up. Missing the shots, but Greece cannot get a hold of it. Finally they do through Kadras. Fans urging their team on. They know it's really now or never to try and cut back at this deficit. Israel were looking really good a couple of minutes ago. Greece have just got a 5-point run together. It's a start. They need to keep it up, need to keep the momentum up. Pellas again. And again, it's that number 15 Kadras with the rebound, doing so much hard work. At least Greece have possession. Three points, makes it! Oh, that's important. Yorgos Konidis. Why, how they needed that. And the lead is cut to 48-40. It's an 8-point run for Greece. What do Israel have left in the tank? Is that a foul? Determined to run in the paint from Amsalam. Just mentally now, Israel will know that things were all going their way. They've seen Greece go on an 8-0 run. This is a chance for them to reassert a 10-point lead. Dodi Saha, the pressure is on. He makes it cool as you like. Dodi Saha again. Missed. Israel pick up possession. And mishandled that time from Saha. A bit of hope for Karen Pallas and for Greece. Finally, Petridis makes it. Been knocking on the door. Suddenly Greece really have the wind in their sails. Israel not rocking, but not finding the points as they were before. Did they go out of bounds? No. Greece can't believe that. Foul was given against, it was Gonidis, yeah. The 16-point lead has been cut back to 7. And the message from Kadras is just calm things down. His coach, Yanis Valindras, is a fine coach, but not the calmest man around. A passionate guy on the sidelines. Maharoni thinks about the three-pointer. And he's absolutely made the right decision to pass to Saha, Nadav Saha, who does.
there for Cadras. This was the three to stop the Greek wave. Dori Saha. Yeah, he's been superb today. The older of the two Saha brothers in this Israeli team. With shooting like that, this match is only going to go one way. Oh, and that's a steal for Israel. 2 points are not forthcoming. Dori Saha, good work. He couldn't make the Greeks pay for that loss of possession. Greece yesterday had a good first half against Turkey. They were leading and had a poor third quarter. They got stronger and stronger, and that's what they have to do today. Misplaced from Cannon Palace, might not be the best idea. Shoot from that range. No shortage of support in the Heraklion arena, just outside of the capital of Crete, which is the largest of the Greek Isles. Really enjoyed their week here, and they enjoyed that as well from Skordos. They're going to need a lot more of that. They're going to claw back this deficit, 10-point deficit. Closing stages of the third. That will Greece some good. Kukas, what can he do? Cadras makes it up to 8 points for him on the evening. It's looking a little bit better for the hosts. The three, not quite. Nice rebound one. Petridis. And another one. Suddenly Petridis has found his range with 3 points. The lead is being chipped away. It's only 5. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Greece have possession again. They're really turning this one round. Was that a foul? Big decision there on the fast break. Judge that for yourself. Kukas was bearing down on the hoop. And the home fans know that maybe this is the time when the match will turn. We're 16 points down at the start of this quarter. Suddenly he's looking manageable at 5 points down. There's hope for the Lampidis school. The lead was at 8 after the first quarter, 11 after the second. He's just hanging on in there. The three makes it! The crowd erupts, and Ilias Petridis He had a poor first half, but suddenly he's sinking those 3-pointers. And it's a 2-point game. Would you believe it? Israel miss, and that's it. Not too far. But you know, Coach Yanis Valindras will be delighted with that third quarter because they've pinned it back to 54-52, just 2 points. And suddenly Ilias Petridis finding his range up to 10 points. And the 2-point stat going up to 44. I'd like that to be the other side of 50, but it was below 30 not so long ago. And there are the key stats for you, and it's a 2-point game.
Ladies and gentlemen, the girls from Ariadne Cheerleading Club.
Well, I hope you enjoyed those highlights from the third quarter. What a third quarter it was. Greece certainly providing lots of entertainment for the fans. Remember yesterday against Turkey, it went one way and the other. They were leading by just a point going into the final minute before squeezing it out. And they're on a 26 run, are the Greeks. So maybe the tide is turning their way. They were trailing 48-32 at one stage, but they're back 2 points down and they have possession. There's always Karan Pelas. Been a long, long time since they were level. The opening minutes, in fact. Nice possession one by Karan Pelas. You can see now that it's going to be a real scrap to the end. There'll be more competitive instincts coming out on both sides. Petridis showing his own. A tough mental battle as well. A big prize in 9 minutes of play. And Greece are level. It's 54 each. Well, how quickly this sport can turn. It looked like Israel were running away with it, but Greece just dug in and slowly improved their shooting. What have Israel got here? They've got 2 points. Really nicely worked from Agadot. A 2-point deficit, and Greece would have taken that. Should have asked them at the beginning of the second when they were really struggling. It's a really close competitive match now. Karan Pelas is now the top scorer, 18 points. Adil Lashevitz goes to the free throw line for the first time tonight. 2. Israel restore a 4-point lead. Very briefly, 54 each. The comeback it's been from Greece though. But Israel have responded really well. It was won and then lost by Sahar. Can Greece make Israel pay? They can. Stavrakoukas made that 2 points. He's in double figures as well. So working it around the court nicely, but the shooting is poor, frankly. Pedridis. Jonathan Atias. Not happy with that refereeing call. The 2 number 5s locking horns. What a basket from Zoris Karampeles. The whole of this Heraklion arena on their feet. Greece are ahead for the first time since the very first points of the match. Would you believe it? They have a 1-point lead. What a good match we have now. Greece were trailing by 16 points in the second quarter. Briefly had a lead. They can't quite get it back there. It's looking like a really good finish to this match. Nadav Sahar. It's 2 important points on the timeout. So these are the key stats for you, and as you can see, the 2-point stat has gone up from below 30 to above 40. And the free throws as well, much improved, and especially Ilias Petridis has found his range. He didn't score any points in the first half. He has 12 now, and Zois Karampelas, 21. Stavrakoukas has weighed in with 12 points as well, and that's why Greece are in with a shout. They look like a beaten force at half-time, frankly. But now there's just 3 points in it. A 16-point deficit has been clawed back. Greece were very, very briefly ahead a couple of seconds ago. They had a point lead. It lasted a few seconds.
Back to the game. Israel leads 64.
And there's Karampeles' stats, as you can see. He's been the key man for them. Best player on the court. 10 rebounds, really important for them. As we resume, 6:41 on the clock. And that man, Karen Palace, launches another attack. Foul given. Vasilios Stavrakoukas. So 4 from 4 from the free throw line. Make that 5. The only man at 100% for Greece. And they would dearly love him to make it 6 from 6. And he can't quite. Two-point game. Oh, it just bobbles in. The crowd are willing that to pull the other side of the hoop. Lotan Amsalam has 2 more points and he has 16 on the night. The 3, yes! Gonidis pulls it back to 1 point. That one is missed. Suddenly Greece feel they can get a lead here. Bit of space for surely not another 3. It is! Greece ahead! Georgios Gonidis. It's the 3rd from 3-point range. Greece have a 2-point lead, would you believe? After going on a 22-6 run, he kept pace with Israel. Tiring a little bit. All the clutch of Israeli fans on their feet. They've got their head in their hands. Made the trip from Tel Aviv, have the fans and the boys in white today. Georgios Gonidis with those 3 3-pointers. He's been feeling pretty good about things at the moment. So was Doris Saha. Doris Saha's been superb. The lead is 1 point for Israel. Still been 5 minutes on the clock. Israeli infringement. I think it was against Lotan Amsalam. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, there. Amsalam incidentally is on for 4 points. He's got to watch his step. Oh, set himself up nicely. Couldn't quite execute it there, Lotan Amsalam. My word, a huge one from downtown. So is Karen Palace. It's given Greece the lead again. The fans are believing now. getting a bit quiet in the second quarter. Now they're on their feet, urging their boys on. Martinatias misses. And Greece have possession. Moved up quickly, that's exactly what they do. Stavrakoukas, turn. Ambitious, they win the rebound. Resisting the temptation for the three. I think he was right, Kadras. No rush, and there certainly wasn't there. 2 points, and the foul. The fans are on their feet. Good decision from Kadras not to go for the three-pointer. Is this game turning the way of Greece? There's a timeout. And there's a 4-point lead for Greece, would you believe? They've turned around a 16-point deficit in the second, and they lead by 4. And the Israelis look shell-shocked. What a comeback from Greece, led by Zois Kalampelas with 26 points, 4 steals in there as well, and 10 rebounds. He's led the way as the guard, and that man Konstantinos Kadras took his time to get going, but he's got 8 points, 10 rebounds. So much about the mental side now for Israel. They need to dig in, they need to think back to what they were doing in the first half when they were totally dominant. They led by 11 points, remember, and they had a good third quarter as well, certainly at the start. The stadium announcer calling out the score to rounds of applause and cheers. I think some of them can't quite believe it. Greece are ahead, they have a 4-point lead, 3:11 on the clock. The final of the World School Championships. Hope you're enjoying the action. It's turning into a wonderful match here. I did mention that Amsterdam is on for 4 personal fouls. He's the only one on 4, in case you were wondering. Kalampelas, can he add to his 26 points? He can! And a great block again. Greece are scrapping for everything. Danger not over. Now it is. Greece have possession. Israel pressing up high on the court. They're 5 points down suddenly. What a turnaround it's been. Yanis Valindras, you've just seen him there on your screen. Delighted with his boys, urging them on. Can't quite contain his excitement. Yorgos Gonidis is on. It's 3 from 5 from downtown. Just didn't bobble in for Karampelas, top scorer with 27 points. Team from the Lampidi School in Athens, edging towards a victory. It carries on like this. There's another point. I think it was 54 all earlier in this quarter. So this is a good run for Greece. And again, off the rim, going Greece's way. You just feel that the momentum is coming towards the team in blue. Six-point game, a little over 2 minutes on the clock. 3 points, surely not another one, no. Stavrakoukas trying his luck, overconfidence getting to him. Greece have had to dig very deep to get to this position. Aharoni. Again, it's missed. Shooting going all right, still with the Israelis. Finally, they get one. Some tired legs out there. Just didn't go in when the fans were urging it. Jonathan Atias is a key man now for the Israeli team. Big centre, the number 5, just off your screen. It's the target for a lot of the plays now. Suddenly it's Israel chasing the game. They're 3 behind. Jonathan Amsalem. Still at 100% from the free throw line. That's Coach Nahum Segal. And the second one missed, which means it's a 2-point game. And Zois Karampelas lead his boys to the gold medal. Time management, so important now. And Palace from 3 points. No, not even close. Tied arms as well. We're in the last minute of play. It's a 2-point game, but Israel have possession. What a game. Five on the shot clock. It's missed, but there's a foul in there. Salam Salam, as you've seen, and not the man that Greece want to be taking any kind of shots. He's been the best player so far. Salam Salam, 17 points. It's at 5 from 6 from this range. 6 from 7. And another successful basket will level it. That's exactly what happens. We're at 73 all. Israel have scored the last 6 points. That's why it's level. A vital timeout. 41 seconds on the clock, nothing in it. We are, as we started, these two teams level. As you can see, that 2-point shot ratio has gone up above 40. 55 on the free throws. Getting better for Greece. That's why they're level, because at halftime they were 11 points down, and at one stage they trailed 48 to 32. But since then, they've been the better team. They found their range, have been much more competitive, winning more rebounds. And we're a few seconds away from the final 41 seconds of this World Schools Championships in Heraklion, Crete. So 41 on the clock. We are level. And a small clutch of Israeli fans really making themselves heard as well. So Greece have the advantage of possession. What can they do with it? He's the key man, Kanan Pellas. He's been brilliant today. It's all about who can make the baskets now in these last 30 seconds. No room for error. For three, he's made it! So is Kanan Pellas with three at the death. Well, the fans are on their feet. Some are celebrating like the victory has been sealed. It certainly hasn't. But my word, he kept his nerve. Zois Kanan Pellas for three. 28 points for him. And that's his fourth from downtown. Wonderful atmosphere in this arena. 5,000 seater. It's largely full. And they're enjoying this. They're enjoying it much more if they can hold out. They have a 3-point lead, 22.7 on the clock. After trailing for so long. Looking for a first gold medal since 2007 in Pau in southwest of France, when Greece beat France in another super final, beating the hosts. This time they are the hosts. And hoping to celebrate in front of their home fans. Crowd are on their feet. These last 22.7 seconds of play. And my word, Israel will have to be very strong mentally now to come back. They have their last instructions from Naon Segal. "14 seconds on the shot clock. What can the Israelis work?" Going for 3 points themselves, and it's made it! Whoa, that's brilliantly done. Amital Rotem. 15 seconds to go. Down to the last three. Is there a foul there? It hasn't been given. Yeah, there was a push on Kadras. Initially I thought it was Kadras, but in fact, it's Kanan Pellas. He's going to step up with 2.5 seconds on the clock. We're level. Oh, talk about pressure. 28 points to his name. Makes it. The crowd are on their feet. Screaming their team on. Can hardly hear yourself think here. And a second one for Kanan Pellas to give a 2-point advantage, which he makes. What drama here in Heraklion. A 2-point lead, 2.5 on the clock. It's going to need something very special from Israel. This team is capable of something special. It's 78-76. What a comeback it's been from Greece. Whatever happens, Yanis Valindras will be proud of his boys. It looked like they would have to settle for silver, but they dug in. Started improving their passing, working better as a team, good combinations. And this was one of those 3-pointers from Stavra Kukas, who has 16 points to his name. Israeli team train together 9 times a week, and no doubt one of the plays that they practice is trying to score in 2.5 seconds or something along those lines. They have the game plan. Can they execute it? Can Greece defend it? A 2-point lead. So here we go, 2.5 seconds. 2-point lead for Greece. It's a three-pointer to win the title. It's unbelievable. Israel have 3 points at the death. And it's Israel who have the title. Greece are silenced. There's heads in hands. It's an absolutely dramatic finish here. Unbelievable stuff. 79-78. And Israel have won it in the most dramatic circumstances. The Greek players are floored. Tears are flowing already. Would you believe it? They needed a three-pointer, and that's exactly what they got. Maybe Greece will think they could have defended that a little bit better. Israel are the champions. We have to congratulate them, but it's tough on Greece, and they have to settle for silver. That's so tough on Greece, but Israel have the gold medal. And I think even some of their fans can believe it. They were 2 points down, 2.5 seconds on the clock. And they've rescued it. And it's good to see the Israelis just congratulating and commiserating with the Greeks. I was going to say, they know what it feels like. Maybe they don't. It's pretty rare that the game is won in those circumstances. 79-78. It's so tough on Greece. It doesn't really matter what the Israelis say or do. It's going to be a very, very hard night and a tough night for the hosts. Well, as you can see, we have some traditional Cretan celebrations. Poor old Stavrakoukas, he can't be consoled. He's right in front of me here, and some of the locals are just trying to cheer him up, take him off, get off his feet. He's probably not what you want to see as a loser in those circumstances. With Israel nailing a three-pointer right at the death. Watching some highlights from that fourth quarter, which ebbed and flowed. Greece had a 7-point lead at 73-67. They were starting to sink those three-pointers, especially Stavrakoukas, who had 3. Greece was celebrating towards the end when there was that timeout with 2.5 on the clock, but it was premature, and they didn't quite defend well enough right at the end. So we're back with the live action where tears are flowing among the Greek team and huge celebrations among the Israeli team after a last gasp three-pointer from Adil Lashovic. It really couldn't have been a more dramatic end to this basketball competition. Greece were really trailing by a long, long way. They were 16 points down at one stage, 48-32. They clawed their way back. They were 6 ahead at 73-67. And they had a 2-point lead with 2.5 seconds left. And one or two of them just seemed to be celebrating. The timeout was taken and the play was made. Ariel Lashovic right in the corner. He had to make it, and that's exactly what he did. There he is, the number 7. That's got to be the high point of his young career. And the gold medals will be going to Tel Aviv in the Tishan Hadash School in Israel. A deflated atmosphere in the arena, as you can imagine. Celebrations almost started, but then a brilliant finish, and you can't blame the Israelis for celebrating. They dominated for large periods. Poor third quarter, and the fourth didn't go too well for them until that last gasp three-pointer. So we're going to have the victory ceremony for the boys and the girls. Finland, the girls champions, in a considerably easier victory for them against Turkey. Quite unbelievable finish to that match. No consolation at all to Greece that they were involved in that kind of game. What a moment for Israel and Adil Lashovic. Well, it's a cruel, cruel blow for those players who must have thought that the gold medal was going their way. Another win for Israel, another close one. They only beat France by 2 points in the knockout phase. This one was even closer, a single point win, 79-78. Sometimes silver medals are quite sweet for athletes and they enjoy them, but this is going to be anything but. Must have thought that the gold will be going their way. The Israeli team dominated Belgium in the semis. And, a good preparation, a couple of hours extra. It doesn't sound much, but it was important extra preparation after Greece finished quite late last night. Great determination. And, the Greek boys will travel back to Athens with many, many regrets. All too easy just to point to that last basket, the three-pointer from Lashovic, but match is won over the full 40. Our team photo, and that will be cherished back in Tel Aviv. No doubt be going up in that Tishan Hadash school. And we spread across social media. It's a huge day for them. Several of these players already represented their country, so they know what it's like to travel and to play in big matches. But this is a huge victory for them. It's a prestigious title. Played in front of a big crowd under pressure. And they'll learn an awful lot from that, as will the Greeks, perhaps in the wrong way. We're just getting ready for the medal ceremony. A few of the crowd have drifted away, but many will stay just to applaud the silver medal for their boys, not the gold that so many thought they would be getting. As Georgios Gonidis, who sunk a couple of vital three-pointers in the fourth quarter. 3 out of 5 from downtown. A lot of the Greek players can't quite believe what's hit them. So close to victory. No one has to say it was a brilliant basket from Lashovic. Disappointment, of course. Yanis Valendras as well, the coach. I don't think he can really say too much against his players. I think he'll just try and pick them up, tell them that they gave everything. And sometimes, well, that's why basketball is such a wonderful sport. You never know what's going to happen till the end. 2.5 seconds Israel had to make 3 points, and that's what they did. Watching the closing ceremonies and awards from the World School Basketball Championships. And there's no doubt that the MVP from this event is Avak Kuya, has been absolutely superb, driven Finland to the gold medal today. 24 points, 8 from 9 from free throw range. And she's a dominant figure in the semi-final as well when they beat Turkey. I think there can be little doubt at Avak Kuya of Finland, the best player here. She's already represented her country 7 times, and I think we'll be seeing a lot more of Avak over the next few years. A player who's had an amazing personal story. Her parents fled South Sudan from the terrible civil war in that country. Born in Egypt and moved to Finland at the age of 2 years old, and discovered basketball at the age of 10, and she watched her older brother play. Her older brother doesn't actually play too much anymore, and there's no doubt that in that family, the basketball star is this girl in your screen, Avak Kuya. Well done to her. Certainly the MVP for the week. She's been the best player here. Congratulations to her. She has a gold medal and an MVP prize as well.
Bronze medal, Greece.
Greece won today's 3rd place match against Chinese Taipei. So Greece are picking up their bronze medal, and it's important for sporting and academic reasons, because in Greece, if a team gets a bronze medal, they actually get 10% added to their school mark when they're 18 years old, to compensate for the fact they played so much basketball and spent time training and so on. So it can make the difference between qualifying for university and not. So it's a very, very important day for these girls. Well done to the Greek team. It was a special day picking up a medal. Bronze medal then for the Protovoulas school, Athens. Congratulations to them. They have a bronze medal to take home. No doubt which of the 2 Greek teams will be happier this evening. The team with the bronze, because I hate to say the word loss, but Greece lost the gold medal in absolutely dramatic circumstances with a 3-pointer with less than a second on the clock. Ariel Lashevitz giving Israel a 79-78 win. Celebrations had started. The Greeks thought they'd won the gold. Unfortunately for them, there was a touch of brilliance at the end from the Israeli team, especially Ariel Lashevitz. Well done to him. Remember that for the rest of his career. Watching the goal ceremony, Greece will go home with a bronze. Plenty of smiles. I did actually catch the Greek girls coming into the hotel today, and about half of the team, without getting into any swimwear or anything like that, jumped into the hotel pool. Other tourists were a bit surprised what they saw, but they soon realised what was going on and applauded the girls as they got out of the pool in the basketball gear. It means so much to them to get a medal. They've made the journey, 20-minute journey back from the hotel to the arena to pick up the medal, and they'll go home to Athens very, very happy indeed. No flight home for them. They're going to get the boat home. Resources are very thin on the ground in the Greek educational system. That's another reason that we have to congratulate this Greek team. Don't have the resources as some of their rivals. Some may think they're at a big advantage playing at home, but a 9-hour ferry ride is not the best preparation, some would say. It'll be a nice journey home with a bronze medal in the bag. You just saw Irina Bambuki who is the head of the physical education department for that part of Athens, is on your right there, and she's a very proud woman as well. Now with her girls, who've worked very, very hard for this. Well done, Greece, for the bronze medal.
Silver medal, Turkey. The silver medal will be presented by Mr.
I hope you're watching that final earlier. So the Flora Doya Andalus school from Istanbul losing the final. So a lot of disappointed faces there, but they can also be happy with their week's work. They lost to a very, very good Finnish team. 10 points the difference. It's a fair reflection of the game. Turkey with the silver medal. The coach, as you can see, just lining up in the corner there. Manish Agun leading his team. And it's silver medals heading to Istanbul.
Gold medal, Finland.
So there can only be one winner, and that winner is Finland, coached by Pekka Salminen. deserved winners, winning that final by 10 clear points. And with two outstanding players, the clear MVP, Heraklion, who scored 16 points today in your screen. And Jeanette Arnio, 16 points in the first half, 24 points was her total. 8 out of 9 from the free throw range. And Jeanette Arnio, 21 points, 11 from 11. And there's the two star players there next to each other. There's Avec and Jeanette. They've had a super week, they really have. Really good sign for the future of Finnish basketball. Let's give them all a name check. Heraklion, Viva Palomaki, Gia Eklof, Vilma Kivakas, Annika Hittinen, Silja Vita, Nora Markkanen, Emerita Masheri, Janet Arnio, Saga Ukkonen, and Ebba Pekkonen. Well done. Gold medal for you. And fully deserved. I don't think anyone can doubt that Finland have been the best team here. And they've really dominated these last 2 days, the semi-finals held in this arena. Well done to Finland. Well done, Pekka Salminen, who's also the coach of the national team and the under-20 team and the Universiad team. So I'm sure a few of these girls will be going up in the ranks and representing their country in under-20 levels. Some of them already have, and indeed their star player Heraklion has played for a country. Very proud coach on the left of your screen. Well done, Pekka Salminen. It's the culmination of a lot of very hard work on and off the court, training, preparation, getting the girls ready, the mental and physical side, and all the technical staff as well from Finland. Well done. Finland are gold medalists in women's basketball.
Congratulations. Please welcome Taipei. Fair play award. Congratulations, girls. Please, the boys from Taipei. The boys from Taipei. Congratulations to both boys and girls from Taipei. Well done.
No. Smiling.
Okay.
So beautiful. Please, they have to smile.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Am I correct? A voice, smile.
You skip one.
Ah, she's smiling. I miss her. Bravo. Bravo, Peter. Bravo. And where is the head of delegation? Where is he?
Από εδώ μιλάς, από εδώ μιλάς. Δες με, δες με. Το άλλο. Το ρολόι να το μαζέψω.
Nisika, tenda nisika,